On this tutorial, I am going to show you how to create an episode for your show. We are at the Spreaker homepage, which is what Spreaker loads up as soon as you have logged into their system. What we are going to do is we are going to go up here to create, right there, up on the top of the screen. We're going to go ahead and click create. And the screen comes up with three options. You can upload a show that will be treated as an episode of your show that has been pre-recorded. So if you want to, say, record a Skype call or an interview, or you can't get your guest on at your broadcast time, you can pre-record the show. You can have a live broadcast, which is what we are going to do in just a second, and you can use a third party or external broadcasting tool that we will not get into right now because that is extremely complicated for the new user. By far the easiest way to do this is just to click broadcast and you'll come up with the broadcast creation screen. We're going to go ahead and just give this episode a quick title. We're going to call it a test broadcast. Right there, and you can add tags to it. And there we go, just added a few tags there. And if you click on the more options, you can put in a description of the show. And underneath that, you can select the category. Right there, you can. There are many categories that Spreaker gives you. You can have current events, news, weather, business, finance, politics, just about everything you want. We have all of our stuff set up for talk. You can change that category if you like for your particular episode. If you're going to be swearing or saying some other damn stuff, you can turn on the explicit content indicator, and when you broadcast, it'll say explicit content. If you do not want people to not be able to download your episode, you can uncheck that. The auto share, it will automatically share everything onto Facebook, Twitter, and whatnot. All of these are set up to a specific account on all of them that's set up at the master settings for the network. So there's no real way to change those. If you click on those, you will go to the basically the network accounts for Twitter and Facebook and other social sharing networks. Now, the most important thing that you need to do when you are setting up a show, after you've set up your title, your tags, your description, the category, whether or not it's explicit content, is to go down to the bottom of the screen and make sure that the radio button next to your episode or show is ticked. You can see right here that the last broadcast show was this one right here, because that is the radio button that is ticked. But what we are going to do is we're going to do a test broadcast for, let's see here, let's do Surrounded by Idiots. So I'm going to go ahead and tick that radio button right there. And you can see that I have ticked it right there. And we are going to go ahead and go back up to the top of the screen and click Next. And the next dialog that comes up will be the dialog to allow your microphone to be used. Now you can see right here, this is the Adobe Flash dialog right here. You've probably seen that before when you go to websites to where you can share your microphone or your camera or whatever. Now, if you don't want to see that, or if you have trouble clicking on where it says allow right here, some systems have a difficulty Clicking on that, you can click on it all you want, and it will not give any indication that you've clicked on it, which is very frustrating. And as you can see, they have a handy help section right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and say, okay, well, I can't get the microphone to enable. So you open up a new tab with their help right here, and this gives you information about allowing Spreaker to access your microphone right there. So what we're going to do is we are going to go ahead and go to the Macromedia website, and you can see that the website privacy panel opens up. What you're going to do here is you're going to find Spreaker on the list that is right here. And as you can see, Spreaker is right on here, right about there. So I'm going to go ahead and click on the Spreaker one. And as you can see, there is a dialog that becomes active right there. You have a few different options there. You have always ask, always allow, or always deny. Click the always allow, and there you go. That's about all you have to do there. Now you can close that out just like that. And we can go back here to the previous page, and we're going to go ahead and set up another episode. And we'll just go ahead and add a couple of tags here. There we go. And redo the description. And there we go. And we already know about making sure that the correct radio button is ticked right there. And click next. And just like magic, instead of it asking you if you want to allow the use of your microphone, bingo, bango, the Spreaker broadcast tool comes up. This is divided into three basic areas. The area up here at the top, right here, has a few different sections. Right here is broadcast live, and you can see that one is selected. The other one right here is going nonstop 24/7. Don't worry about that. We don't have a nonstop 24/7 account, so I'll just go ahead and cross that out. The other thing that you can do is record an episode if you don't want to broadcast live. If you think you might be having some problems with your system or your ability to broadcast live, and you don't want to embarrass yourself, or you want to do a time delay broadcast, you can tick on that one right there. And we'll just go ahead and tick on it. There you go. You can record a new episode, and it will not be broadcast live, which is what we are going to do right now because we don't want to broadcast live. The next section on here, out of the three sections, is this right here, which is all of your tape decks and your live microphone settings. Your live microphone settings are right here on the left-hand side, right there, and you have two tape decks that you can use, Tape Deck 1 and Tape Deck 2, which I'll get into in just a second. You can select various aspects of the broadcast quality. You can have right here, you can select the broadcast quality. You can have a high quality stream, a mid-level quality stream, and a low-level quality stream. Say you're having some problems with your internet on that particular day, where you're having trouble getting to websites and stuff, and you're thinking to yourself, you know what, this might be screwed up in the end, so I think I probably should go with a lower quality broadcast, just so I can get on the air and do the show, because this is an important subject. So you just click the low quality one, and it will use up less bandwidth. Now, there are other buttons that are on there. This one here is called the normalizer. that basically does nothing. What that does is makes sure that the audio level of this one, and this one all stay the same. That's all the normalizer does. Right here you have a mute where you can mute your microphone. Here, watch this. I'll mute my microphone, and you can see the microphone disappears from that window right there. Turn it back on, and the microphone reappears. There is also a settings button, and when you click that, you will have your microphone information on there. You can you can use whatever you have set up on your computer. In our case, we are using stereo mix, and you can see it has an echo reduction there, and you can also set the volume for that. And that is basically how you set up your microphone. Now, if we want to set up something to play on the deck right here, let's say deck number 1. These are basically tape players, if you will. Click over here on the right-hand side, which is the third section of the broadcast studio right here, where you can select your sound effects and you can select the audio files that you want to play. So I'm going to go ahead and click on Add, which is right up here in the right-hand corner of that section. And you can see that we are presented with 3 windows. Right here we have the various categories of audio files. We have the any folders or subdirectories that are in there, and your final selection is your audio file itself. We're going to go ahead and click on Soundtracks, which is going to bring up several different audio files that have been uploaded to the system. And I'm going to show you how to do that at some point as well in one of our future tutorials. And you can see right here what we're going to select is we are going to select one of the station promos, which is right there. You can test play it, so let's do that.
freedomtalkradio.co.uk. This is the most diverse.
And that's what that sounds like. So, next thing you do is click on the Add button, and you can see it goes right over there. Now, let's go back and let's go with songs. Okay, we have one, let's see, right here. Let's go ahead with that one right there, and let's see what this one sounds like. Okay, there's a little song right there. We'll go ahead and add that to the audio deck as well. And as you can see, there are several other options here. When you are adding music, you can do a search, which is right there. You can click on Latest. So let's click on Latest and see what happens. It's going to show us the latest files that have been uploaded. So if you've uploaded something in the recent past, setting up for your show, and you don't feel like searching for it, you can click that. And right here is an alternative method for uploading files to Spreaker that you can use on your show. I'm not going to show you how to use that because we're going to cover that in a different tutorial. So we'll go ahead and click Close, which is right there where you saw my mouse pointer. And we're going to go ahead and drag the promo over to deck number 1. If everything will convert, we're going to go and drag this over to that deck right there. A little bit opposite of what I had intended. So we have this song right here loaded up into deck number 1 right there. And we have the station promo connected to deck number 2. So all you basically have to do is click play, and it starts playing it.
Freedom Talk Radio.
Now, one thing that I will point out. since I am using stereo mix, you will see right here that both this VU meter and this VU meter go up and down at the same time when I'm playing that promo. That creates an echo for the audience. So if you're using stereo mix, what you have to do when you're playing a promo on one of these decks is you have to click the mute button and mute your microphone. Otherwise, they'll get an echo, 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 and it'll sound really crappy and everybody will wonder what the heck's going on. So we have loaded up a couple of audio files right there. I've shown you everything that there is to know about that right there. And the next thing to do is to start recording the show, which is this button right here. Doesn't matter if you have selected this one or this one. As soon as you click that, you're going to go live. So let's go live and record a quick show. And here we go. And you can see it's going through all of its machinations as it's getting ready, and the on-air button is now lit, which is right here. Whenever you see that, you are broadcasting or recording. And what I'm doing right now is all being recorded. You can take your slider over here and you can make everything lower. You can turn the volume up and down like that. You can play the songs and everything that are in on the decks right here while you're live. And that's basically it. When you get done with your show, all you have to do is click this. And if you've done a live show by using this one right here, it'll come up to another page on the system, and all you have to do is click next. Now you can see right here it has a dialogue button right there, a little dialogue window that's right there where you can play what you just recorded to make sure it sounds good, and you can also publish it now, or you can just discard it. So that's what we're going to do, is we're going to go ahead and discard the thing by clicking the close button, and that's that. So let's take a look at what the dialogue says when you do a live show. And right now we are in fact on the air. We are broadcasting live on the freedomtalkradio.net website and also on our Spreaker page. This is a test episode. So I'm going to go ahead and stop the episode, and you will have another dialogue little window that comes up when it gets done doing that. Your episode has done successfully, and there we go. You come up to this page on the Spreaker system. Very important. Click next, or your show will disappear into oblivion. So we're going to go ahead and click next. And there you go. There's a test broadcast. Now, this particular test broadcast, well, guess what? We don't want it on there. So what we're going to do is go ahead and click on Edit for that and delete it. And there we go. Do you want to delete it? Yes, you do. Please wait while your track is deleted. And there we go. So that is how you set up a episode on the Spreaker system.